Welcome back to another episode of Goat Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on the goats on this channel. And of course, we know Ren is a goat slash unicorn. We know he's a goat, but he's bringing a friend along to the channel. Now, Ren is all over the channel. You know what I'm saying? Him and Eminem has taken over my channel, dog. But we got Knox Hill. So this is Knox Hill song featuring Ren. They got a song together. Knox Hill got a song with Ren? Yo, I might have to tap into his music. I haven't heard any of his music, so this will be my introduction to Knox Hill. Shout out to Knox Hill, because he just crept up on the channel. We know this channel is about goats. I don't even know if he is a goat, and I haven't been really recommending his music, but he's got a pass because he came through with Ren. So we're gonna find out what Knox Hill's all about. And he's a fellow reactor, so shout out to him. Shit, he got Ren's respect. I'm trying to get an interview with Ren with 10 minutes. My man got a whole song with him. Like, yo, that's what's up. So he got Ren's respect. So off rip, you got my respect, dog. Shout out to you. And you see he got 1.4 million subscribers. We just cracking 12K subscribers. We got a long way before we get Ren's attention, y'all. But hey, the Renegades, the stands, we're gonna do what we gotta do for the success of the channel. But let's move forward, man. Let's see what this is about. So they got a song called Fentanyl. Interesting. And I'm glad they got a music video, because I want to see the mannerisms of how they flow together, and I want to see the production of the music video, man. So shout out to Knox Hill, shout out to Ren. I don't want to waste y'all more time. Let's get right into it. Y'all know we like to peel the layers back. So we're going to get deep into it.
Highs, I guess I get it.
Oh, shit. I hope Ren got a verse.
Conscious rap was vibing, but they said it wasn't selling. So instead of tribe, the question was for highs, I guess I get it. But we sold our de la souls and reassigned the proper metrics.
Wow.
Violent rap survived and Darwinized the prophet zealots.
Hold on, time out. So Knox Hill, he's a real hip-hop head, huh? The tribe quest. I'm gonna let it play. We'll break it down after, but off rip, something tells me he's a hip hop head. I never really watched. I mean, listen, I watched some Stevie Knight. I've watched Flawed Zilla or Flaw. I don't know, him and his girl. I've watched them before. I haven't watched much Knox, to be honest with you. But that's no knock to Knox, no pun intended. But it's just, I don't really watch reactions at all. And I've only watched a few of the ones I mentioned. So. But from what I hear, he's a hip hop head. From what I hear, he breaks it. I don't know. I didn't know he was like, just for him to mention the tribe and De La Soul. To me, you gotta kind of be well versed in hip hop to even mention them, to even know what you're talking about. So clearly he knows a little something. But we're gonna let it rock.
Proper metrics. Get it, but we sold our de la souls and reassigned the proper metrics. Violent rap survived and Darwinized the prophet zealots. Survival of the fittest. Trade your bars for gems and you'll be shining, that's the realest. In this climate of addiction style, Big Pharma is the realest. Now as long as pills are filling, you ain't really gotta feel the sound.
Wow.
The world is full of juice, and while you floating, you've been finna drown. How many rappers out here missing out? But they sell you with this vision and this fear of missing out. The industry will fuck us, so we follow what is trending. Brag about these hollow tips, but it's all hollow tip dependent. I lace my verse with fentanyl and lean into attention. Toe tags for the mentions, body bags for what they spending. While they bragging, we descended from the ground, we all descendants now.
Damn, dog. Is that the end of the verse? Hold on.
Sinners don't sleep in this.
Oh, shit.
They spending while they bragging, we descended from the ground, we all descendants now.
He got Ren singing on the hook. Oh, shit. Hey, yo. Dude is lyrical as hell. I didn't know he was that nice. He said, all right, so let's peel the layers back. Conscious rap was vibing, but they said it wasn't selling. So instead of the tribe, the quest, it was for, what he said? So instead of tribe, the quest, it was for highs. I guess I get it. So a little play on Tribe Called Quest. So instead of tribe, the quest was to bringing them ducats. Okay, so everybody's selling out. He said, but we sold the De La Souls. That's hard. And reassigned the proper metrics. Hey, yo, hold on. Yo, he's spitting. I ain't gonna hold y'all. He's spitting. Violent rap survived and opened eyes to prophets. To prophet zealots. Survival of the fittest. Trade your bars for gems, and you'll be shining. That's the realest. He said, "You shining." He said, "In this climate of addiction stock, Big Pharma is in this climate of addiction stock, like stock in pills, but also in the stock market." Yo, okay, nah, he's spitting. I ain't gonna hold y'all. He's spitting. Big Pharma is the realest. How long as pills are filling, you ain't gotta. Now as long as pills are filling, you ain't gotta. You ain't really gotta feel this. That's crazy. Because they they high. Like you don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't gotta feel it. You don't gotta feel it. You just vibe out. Just vibe out. He said the world is full. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This verse serious. It's pretty layered, dog. Conscious rap was vibing, but they said it wasn't selling. So he just touches on the socially aware and just meaningful. The meaningful rap was sidelined in favor for more what? Commercially viable, viable and often just superficial bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's speaking towards. So the line just nods to like the commercialization of hip hop, where profit has taken precedence over substance, and he ain't lying. But we sold the De La Soul and reassigned the proper metrics. Yikes! So if you know, like I said, if you know hip hop, this is direct reference to the legendary group De La Soul. But here Knox Hill is pointing out how the industry commodifies and just reshapes art that was initially meant to be profound and thought-provoking, you know what I mean? And so the use for proper metrics, he's just highlighting how success in the industry is now measured by the sales and streaming numbers rather than the impact and the message that you put behind that pen. Dog, he talking big pharma is the realest. Now, as long as pills are filling, you ain't gotta really fill us. That's hard. That might be the hardest line in that verse right there. It's an indictment on pharmaceutical companies, right? The industry, implying that as long as these companies keep pushing pills, people are kept numb and unaware of the real issues. That's a double for that ass. That's a real double entendre. Well, the double entendre is when he uses the word filling. So filling could refer to filling prescriptions, right? Like, or filling the void in people's lives, like keeping them trapped in a cycle of dependence. Yo, I ain't gonna hold y'all, bro. The industry will, so we follow what is trending. So he's talking about both the music industry and society at large, but he hints at the pressure to conform and to chase, right? What's trending, even if it leads to like a hollow existence. The music industry, though, and pharmaceutical companies, they capitalize on people's vulnerabilities, man. Just like as addicts follow their next high, we follow the next trend. I don't know, man. He talking that shit, and he got Ren on the hook. We got to see what Ren talking about. I think it's very proper to have Ren on here because we know Rem knows all about that. Shout out to Ren for even getting on a track like this, because I know that's a touchy subject for him, and he's going through a lot right now. But I don't know when this was recorded. But let's keep it going. I want to see what Ren got.
Sinners don't sleep in this broken. And we all descendants now. Sinners don't sleep in this broken town. Trading their souls for some golden brown. Woo. Feel the release, come back down. But when I'm coming up, killers on the city streets bagging it up. Crooks and addicts with habits get rushed. We living in vain just to end it all. And I spend it all on the Fentanyl. My cousin was a pitcher on that curve. He got that scholarship on campus. He's the
Yo. It's a pretty dope collab. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Sinners don't sleep in this broken town, trading their souls for some golden brown. Yikes, man. Okay, I like I like when lyrics could just paint a picture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know the video's dope, by the way. It's a dope ass video, but I like when the words could just paint a great picture. Like, and that's sinners don't sleep in this broken town, trading their souls for some gold and brown. So here, gold and brown, it could just be a reference to heroin, right? Brown, right? Or the pursuit of wealth, gold. So nice little put together hook right there. And what he's doing, he's just highlighting the cycle, right? Just kind of how Knox was just touching on. They're just highlighting the cycle of addiction and the lengths people go to, the lengths people will go in order to just escape, desperation or the high and the inevitable crash with feel the release, come back down. But we're not coming. He said, but we're not coming up. Suggesting that while the drugs provide a temporary release, they ultimately lead to a downward spiral, though. It's crazy, like what they're rapping about, though. Like this type of shit people going through every day. fitting to have Ren on here. It's fitting. Shout out to Knox Hill. Damn, he's a spitter. Let's keep it going. See what he got going on in the second verse. Oh, so I think I just looked through the lyrics and yeah, Ren's just on the hook. So I mean, it's Knox Hill song. So.
My cousin was a pitcher on that curve. He got that scholarship on campus. He's the man. Throwing heat as he was hot as shit, but then he hurt his arm. Senior year's time to prove it. Started taking painkillers so he could play and keep it moving. Scouts watching, couldn't lose him, so he took more and he kept using. For he knew it, he's abusing fastballs and two seams. Too clean, but now he's losing weight. Drug test he failed, so they kicked him off the team. He tried to kick the habit, but he's mad that he had lost his dreams. He's sad, but he got off the lane. But all it takes is one reminder. In his mind, he couldn't help it. He was trying to finally settle. Midnight, he went outside. He was fighting with his devils. One hit, he told himself, it'll help me through this hell. I know I'm sick and I need help, but one hit, man, what the hell? So he lit it, then he took it to the face. But as the story goes, you know that fentanyl is lace. Sinners don't sleep in this broken town.
That's wild. That is crazy, dog. So my cousin was a pitcher on that curve. He got that scholarship. Okay. So he introduces us to someone with great potential, right? I wonder if it's a true story. I wonder if it's really his cousin. So he's a star athlete, but started taking painkillers so that he can play and keep it moving. That's how it starts, right? So this line he uses here is just illustrating like a grim reality many athletes face, you know what I'm saying? Using painkillers to push through injuries, which can often lead to addiction. Ta-da. You know, so Knox paints this vivid picture of how quickly reliance and how quickly his cousin just relied on medication, and it just escalates into abuse and dependence, right? He's pretty intricate with his bars. That's what one thing I like so far. So he further dives into it. He said one hit, he told himself, it'll help me through this hell. Oh man, it's just showing the allure of just like one more hit can be overpowering. You know what I'm saying? It just one hit to get better, but that's all it takes is one hit. That's all it takes, and you're done. You know what I'm saying? Life gets flipped on his head. You know, in this moment of the song, he just captures I like how he's saying it too. Really captures like the insidious nature of addiction, right? The way he's saying it, you know, the rationalizing and the bargaining and ultimately just the surrender, because he gives in, right? So Knox adds, but as the story goes, you know that fentanyl was laced. Of course, there's always a twist, right? So he's revealing the lethal, because this shit's lethal. Trust me. And I don't tell people what I do in my in my career, but I deal with this kind of stuff right here. Just I'll put it that way. I come across things like this, and to me, it just reveals like the lethal danger that fentanyl poses, which is his message, right? The laced, aspect. It just brings out a double meaning though. So because it speaks both to literal deadly mix of drug and the complex traps laid out by addiction itself. It's crazy, man. It's dope. It's dope. Shout out to Knox, man. Shout out to Knox. This is a dope track, man. This is a dope track. And Ren sounds good on this hook, too.
Golden brown, feel the release, come back down. But when I'm coming up, killers on the city streets, buying it up. Crooks and addicts with happy skate rush. We living in vain just to end it all. And I spent it all under fentanyl. Took my heart, you took my fucking life. Took my pride, you took my mind. Took who I am and turned to vice. Took my fam, I burned the price. And now I stand on murder time. And all my plans have turned to ice. I burn in fire, build this pyre higher. I'm wired in this dopamine, get higher. Still a broken fiend, supplier of the hopeless dreams. When it's all smoke, the only rope's the one that chokes. Will they remember me? Take all my memories and light them on this fire. Fire for the crooked dealer, he who packaged hate. Fire for that greedy villain, he who had it laced. Fire for my future, that look on my father's face. My mother's still in tears, my cousin, he's too far away. When they told me to get help, and yes, I tried again. But in the end, we're all just veins. And in the end, it came to veins. And in the end, I died in vain. And in the end, I tried to fuck it.
Before we even read that, some CDC bullshit. Sounds like this is real. Oh, my bad. I'm all the way off the camera. But it sounds like this is some real personal shit to Knox, man. Shout out to him for speaking on it and having somebody as authentic as REN on it. It gives the track a lot of validation. But sounds like Knox Hill went through some shit. Like his dad, his cousin. Like, it ain't easy talking about shit like that, man. Trust me. Because, I rap too, and I used to try not to rap about things that are so personal, letting people in my life like that. But at the same time, like, it's easy to rap about your life. You know what I mean? It's like, it's your own personal story. You just got to put it together in a nice way. But third verse, took my heart. You took my fucking life. Like, I don't know. He was getting real. He was getting real personal. He's getting real, like, it was like he was opening up almost, right? So he reflects on the anger and the loss that was caused by addiction. Now, I don't know if he lost his pops. I don't know if that's what he was referring to, but there is an implication of betrayal, not just by the drug, but by the system that allowed this to happen. That's what I think the message is. And he expands on this with, when it's all smoke, the only ropes are one that chokes. Clever double entendre here with smoke refers both the drugs and the confusion, while ropes that choke evoke an image of a noose, right? So highlighting how addiction and the systems that perpetuate this shit can be fatal traps. Okay, they're not playing on this one. Fire for that greedy villain, he who had it laced. Now he's calling out the dealers as well, right? But also the pharmaceutical companies are complicit in this shit, right? They're complicit in the spread of these deadly substances. Is what his message is. So here he casts blame on not just the users, you know what I mean, but on those who profit from the addiction. In the end, it came to vain, and I died in vain. Came to vain, I died in vain. Yeah, I mean, dude got some wordplay with him. That's wordplay for that ass right there. Veins, ties directly to the method of drug use, while in vain, speaks to the futility of his cousin's struggle or his dad, right? It's a clever use of a homophone, to emphasize the hopelessness of the situation. Track is dope, man. I mean, the track is brutal, but I think necessary. You know what I'm saying? Definitely necessary. Confrontational, but what realities of addiction at the same time. So Knox and REN, you know what I'm saying? They weave together some personal experiences and, social critiques that need to be said, and biting commentary, you know what I'm saying, on pharmaceutical industries. Shit's necessary. I like the message he's got, you know what I'm saying? And Knox is he's intricate with the wordplay, particularly in his use of the double meanings, like vein, I like that. And Ren's haunting chorus, makes the song resonate on multiple levels. It's not, that's why collaborations are so important, especially when somebody has a unique voice like REN. I mean, REN was perfect for this hook, you know what I'm saying? They don't just discuss addictions, they explore the systems that fuel it. Shout out to Knox for not really holding back. He's got a big platform, so to be talking like this, you know what I'm saying, I gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? All the despair of those trapped within it. You know what I mean? Like you're putting light on something. You're putting light on something people don't usually put light on, because I don't know if they're too scared or whatever the case may be. But I can respect that. It's the song critiques. Well, I wouldn't even say critique. It's not just a critique, actually. It's a stark reminder of the need for change and how society views addiction, but also it points out to how easily lives are just lost to a system designed to profit off vulnerability. You cannot, don't forget that part, you know what I'm saying? Rather than to heal, profit rather than to heal. So this yet, some lyrical display, boy, and depth of social awareness, dog. Shout out to Knox Hill and REN, man. They brought it this time, making this piece very powerful, and just in addition to their catalog. I think they got another song together, right? Am I bugging or did they just meet up? Somebody told me something on my Patreon that they cool like that. So shout out to Knox Hill, man. Shout out to Ren. Dope reaction. That's a dope reaction. That's y'all. That's for y'all to judge. Dope lyrics. Dope concept. The video was dope too, man. That was a dope video. So let's read what they got in the end. They got the CDC reports that from 1999 to 2021, opioids, including fentanyl, have caused over 500,000 deaths in the U.S. Yikes! Anybody want to take any responsibility for that? Big Pharma don't. What else? In 2023 alone, fentanyl took 74,000 lives. 74,000 lives. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health or substance use, help is available. Retail helpline number. Okay. That's the end. Yeah, man. Shout out Knox Hill. Shout out Ren, man. Dope reaction. You already know. By the way, man, follow me on Instagram. All my followers, man, y'all don't be following me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at goatworthy_. Goatworthy_. Yeah. We out.